If you want to make your bad time sweet, go ahead and head over to the Sugar Shack collection. Link down below in the description box where you can get a discount on your purchase. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion review, you guys. It is the last one. This has been the most lackluster season that they've done. I am so disappointed. This reunion actually gave us nothing, and somehow I'm still going to find the energy to talk about it, okay? Before we get into that, I want to remind you guys about my email address, BONDY.BRITTANY@gmail.com. This Thursday, I plan on having a live MFN Advice again at 5 p.m. I'm sticking to that time. If anything changes, I'll post it on here, Instagram and Twitter. So follow me at Bondy Blue on both of those social media platforms, as well as my email for my credit repair service, also BONDY.BRITTANY@gmail.com. If you need help getting your credit score higher, if you have any late bills, any remarks, negative remarks on your credit report, and you need to get those things taken off, please hit me up in my email, BONDY.BRITTANY@gmail.com, and we can talk about it. And without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 7 Reunion Review Part 2. So Tommy is on stage again, well, like I told y'all, naked, just titties, everything out. I don't understand why they let her wear that. It's like, oh my God, like it's so out there. You're just naked on stage with an ankle monitor on. It's just like, whoa, so much is happening right now. So basically, they get into what happened between her and Spice. When we last left Tommy and Spice, they were in a good place. But apparently, Tommy has said some things online that pissed Spice off, and also the dealings with the music video that they did. Spice felt like it wasn't up to par. She tells Tommy that. Tommy feels like, fuck you, bitch. Why you had to come to America to get on Love and Hip Hop to pop? And I've seen all your videos, and all your videos are trash and all of this shit. And I'm just looking at Tommy like, you full of shit. You're sitting on this stage acting like you don't have a drinking problem. You do have a drinking problem. Nobody needs to personally know you to see that, because you're on a reality show in which you showcase your behavior. You've been arrested multiple times, and I feel like you're sitting on that stage lying about you paying for that ankle monitor. You have to pay for it because that's how the courts make y'all pay for y'all crimes. They make y'all pay out of pocket when y'all ain't gonna be in jail. Okay, you don't want to be in jail? Then you need to pay us for all kind of shit. If you gotta get drug tested, you gotta pay for all the drug tests. So something tells me that you might have to, be paying out of pocket for that ankle monitor. But it was done because you got arrested for acting a fool once again. She just got arrested. She got arrested like 2 times since this reunion was taped, I believe. So I think that Tommy is in denial and full of shit, and I think that everybody around her is scared of her, just like Spice said. So nobody wants to actually speak up and say, bitch, you have a problem. You are in denial, and you really need to get it the fuck together. Because you lying to yourself, ain't you lying to us? You ain't tricking us, bitch. We can see. We got eyes, all right? We can assess that you act a fool when you drink, no matter what the alcohol beverage is. I don't give a fuck about you mixing the Chardonnay with the Hennessy and all of that, girl. Fuck out of here. You could just be drinking a red wine, and in about an hour and a half, you'll be cursing everybody out trying to fight the security. Fuck out of here. I'm over her with that. Like, I'm so over her denying she has an issue when she continues to get in trouble and then just wants people to forgive her like, I'm growing. Bitch, you too old to still be growing, all right? You need to be lucky that they haven't put your ass in jail for an extended period of time as much as you get arrested. I'm just saying, Jesus Christ, you would think that at some point it would click that she need to get her life together. But no, keep lying about whether you have a drinking problem or not, like we not watching you on a reality TV show your whole ass literally and figuratively, Tommy, okay? And I know that we was feeling some type of way about Spice, but as I was watching Spice get emotional, I know that we really came to not like Spice after this season, but as I was watching Spice go back and forth with Tommy, I can see that Spice really feels some type of way. That Spice really wants Tommy to win. And she's emotional about how she's just, kind of being disrespectful to Spice and blatantly ignoring the fact that Spice is saying, girl, you need help. I'm not coming at you sideways for no reason. You act crazy. What the fuck? Y'all, I really hope that it doesn't take rock bottom for Tommy to get her life together. But it seems that way. They talk about her sister Versace and why she finally decided to not fight with her anymore. And she says it was because she doesn't really hold grudges. And I'm like, bitch, please, you was mad at Versace because she got you arrested, but she didn't really get you arrested. Her job got you arrested, and that's because you showed up to her job on some fuck shit, from what I understand, all right? So it wasn't Versace's fault, but you still was mad at her. So to me, it sounds like you can very much hold a fucking grudge, Tommy, all right? I was like so here for when they showed Spice's face when she said that, and she was rolling her eyes like, bitch, come on now. Yes, you can hold a grudge. But mainly she says it's because her mama Samantha was having health issues, as we saw. They still not saying exactly what her issues were. But Samantha went to Coachella and got fucked up and was doing a lot of drinking because she ain't never learned. And then all of a sudden her body was hurting and she didn't say exactly what the issues were. But she thinks it's because of the alcohol. Well, yeah, bitch. You too old to still be partying like that. What part of that don't you understand? Age has its limitations, okay? It has its limitations with how it can handle the abuse you put your body through. I'm sorry if people don't like to hear that. It's the truth, okay? It is the truth. If you spend 20, 30 years of your life drowning yourself with fucking alcohol, eventually your organs are gonna be like, well, fuck you, bitch. Like, we can't take this shit no more, all right? We're gonna start giving out and causing you issues. You're not gonna be able to hold your liquor the way you used to. It is what it is, but I just kind of feel like the way they are glossing over their family issues, the way they're glossing over the problem, is just because they got embarrassed about how it was shown on camera. And Tommy wants the young girls out there to know not to disrespect their mama like that, but that's what her and her mama was, and that's the respect that she was shown. And I'm like, all of this is bullshit. All of this is bullshit, okay? All of this is bullshit because you're in denial. Y'all trying to save face, and it's too fucking late for all of that. But I'm going to let y'all go ahead and live in y'all life. Go ahead, Tommy and mama and family and shit. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all going to do. Y'all ain't about to upset my nerves. She also let us know that she put the pig outside because the pig ejaculated all over her sofa, and she doesn't know where he could have got that from. Bitch, he's a pig. So then we get to Shooter and Keely and Sierra, all right? And Shooter just basically says he felt as if Sierra should have been able to put their issues to the side and be there for him because he needed somebody. And he should have just been able to have whatever he needed from her, regardless of the fact that he ruined their marriage. Shooter, you got the world fucked up. I mean, you must have had the world fucked up if you thought going by the name Shooter would be in your best interest. But I'm going to let you go ahead and have that because that's in the past. But right now, on this reunion show, you in that tight suit, no matter how good you might look in it, it's rather tight. And with you sitting there with no shirt, I just think of sweat everywhere. Sweat everywhere, okay? Then a bandana. I'm like, whatever, nigga, fine. You want to look like a businessman / karate kung fu gangster? I'm going to let you go ahead and have that Rastafari. Like that's the vibe. Anyway, it just annoyed me that it was so easy for him to say we should have just put that to the side. What we? Who the fuck is we? You wanted Sierra to put her pain to the side so that she could be there for you, regardless of the fact that it seems to me that you don't even really give a fuck about her. She's sitting on the stage going back and forth about whether BK is a cheater. We know he's a cheater, and you just sitting there tuned the fuck out like you have no dog in this fight and none of this matters to you, which makes me feel like you don't even really love Sierra anymore. So why the fuck should she have had to put her emotions to the side to be there for you? Because your son died. I'm sorry. And if you feel like she did the bare minimum, that's all she was supposed to fucking do. You having babies on her, cheating on her with people in her shop, cheating on her with clients, got people coming up to her, disrespecting her, and this shit went on for a long time, and now you want her to put her pain to the side so you can feel better? Fuck you. I'm sorry. But she paid for shit for the funeral. She was at the funeral. She called you. You didn't want to answer. And you feel like she should have done more. She should have showed up with her vagina on call for you whenever you needed it. You wanted more than she was willing to give, and that's not fair to her, and that's why she wasn't there for you. You men have to realize that there are consequences to your actions. Even though you feel like it's the culture for y'all to go out here and cheat and be philandering and fuck other women and get them pregnant, and your woman just supposed to stick by your side, even though you think that's how this go, that's not how this go. You can't keep beating up on a person emotionally, and then when they finally can't take the shit no more because it's inconvenient for you and your emotions, all of that shit is supposed to be forgotten. Like I said, fuck you, Shooter. Sierra, go ahead and live your life, but I want you to know that BK is the same type of nigga, okay? BK is the same type of nigga. We get into how Carly did her whole intervention and brought Joy and Amber to the table so that they could talk about the fact that both of them were having sexual relationships with BK, all right? And at this point, Tokyo and Sierra forgive Carly, even though they were pissed off at her at the time, because they know that she probably meant well. She just has a fucked up delivery, but ain't nobody mad about it at this point, all right? We talk about Amber and Joy and what BK's relationships with them were. And he says that his relationship with Amber was just what it was. When he see her, they might have sex, but she didn't know nothing about his life for her to be telling Sierra and Carly and them that he has kids that she didn't know about. She don't know his life. But wait, is it Amber or is it Joy? I think Amber is the one with the missing, you know, look like she missing teeth and shit like that. And Joy is the pretty little brown skinned girl that they showed the video clip of. Because even though supposedly he's been faithful to Sierra and he hadn't been messing with any of them girls while he was with Sierra, we got him on video camera with that girl sliding into his lap and him saying he won't play with her cakes, all right? So it looks to me like you're lying, BK. It looks to me like you've been unfaithful, BK. But Sierra feels like because at the time she hadn't signed her divorce papers, she can't fault him. But if anything else happens, then they can just be friends. She don't have no problem with just having a friendship and ending their you know, relationship as far as the romance is considered. She don't have a problem with that because she's tired of being with cheaters. And I hope she mean that because that nigga's a cheater. All right? I don't know if you know, but that nigga's a cheater. Absolutely, positively a cheater. Let's go back to Shooter right quick because I forgot to talk about Keely, and that's because she is in the furthest part of my mind, all right? Especially since Tokyo called her Miss Potato Head, I was done, fell out. Y'all could have put Keely out the fucking studio at that point. We didn't see her no more after she called her Miss Potato Head. Girl, let me tell you something. The way you hadn't said anything on that stage that whole time, but then as soon as they asked you why you were so upset about what happened between Shooter and Sierra, because she was wrong. She should have been there. And she around here running around with BK and this man's son died. It was wrong. Bitch, why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Keely, why are you in your neck vocalizing in such a way? This has nothing to do with you. And what baffles me is when a woman will excuse a man being so disrespectful and just terrible to his wife. Like, I don't like that. I don't like when women do that. I don't give a fuck who he is to you. He is not really your brother. Y'all are not really family. You was just some bitch who probably wants to fuck him and he's friend zoned that ass. Okay? So now you his sister and now you want to buck on his behalf and hook him up with other bitches so that you can piss his ex-wife off. You need to get a life, all right? You need to get a life. You and Blue Da Vinci look like y'all still got some things to talk about. You look like you still need to figure out when he gonna be picking up the baby and when he gonna bring the baby back and who gonna bring the baby to school sometimes and how you gonna have Blue Da Vinci now join into your family unit. Like, you need to be worrying about that. You damn sure don't need to be worrying about what the fuck going on with Sierra and Shooter, all right? With his old despicable fuck boy ass just sitting there not saying nothing. I was just looking at him like, you must have really not gave a fuck. Did y'all see the way Jock was staring at him when the segment was over before commercial break? I was like, see, everybody knows, nigga, why you ain't got nothing to say? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So let's get to Tokyo and Tobias, y'all. Let's just figure out how Tobias knows everybody. So Tobias knew Carly because he was in her music video. I don't know what fucking music video they talking about, but I ain't seen it. Tobias knew Keely because Keely was over the management company that Shooter worked for, and Shooter was his direct manager, but Shooter answered to Keely. So that's why he has a relationship with them. Keely says that Tobias is a liar. He lied about having sex with Tokyo. And Tokyo was like, you a liar too, bitch. I ain't never seen you break an artist. I ain't never seen you A nor R, bitch. I ain't never seen you do none of that, but you on here talking about you a A&R, rapping all of this shit. Go to bed, bitch, okay? Trying to make sure people get to the airport in the morning. Go to bed, ho. You ain't doing nothing, all right? You ain't nobody doing nothing talking about somebody a liar. You thought I was a punk, bitch. You thought I was somebody you could play with. You thought you was gonna pick on me. You thought I was square, ho. But you got me fucked up and you got the wrong one. All right, Miss Potato Head, don't nobody care about nothing else you gotta say. And then Kitty could have just exited stage right, because we ain't need to see or hear nothing else from her. They get into Tokyo and Spice. And Tokyo says that she is used to people talking about her weight, but what bothered her and why she decided to throw her purse at Spice was because Spice was disrespecting her, all of that giggling and laughing and, you know, all of this shit. It made her feel some type of way, and she just wasn't in a space where she could let that shit go. That's why that beef happened. But since then, she and Spice have very much become cool, and she says that Spice is a real good woman and all of that. And Spice explains that where she come from in Jamaica, just because somebody call you fat doesn't mean they're body shaming you. And I'm like, oh, thank you, God. Like, there's still some places that everything isn't like in a political correct box. You know, like just because you call somebody fat, that's body shaming. The way we fucking grew up with y'all teaching us skinny, fat. Like y'all taught us that shit. Now the fuck we supposed to act like we can't call people fat and all of that because it's not politically correct? Fuck all of that. What you want me to call you? What's politically correct for fucking big, bitch? Like, it don't matter what we say. I'm just saying, y'all, I get so tired of that shit sometimes. And Spice was just saying in her culture in Jamaica, just because somebody say fatty, what's up, that just mean they like you. That mean, you know, that's not really poking fun at your weight. It's not an issue. And like I said, fat girls get fucked. So in Jamaica, it's not an issue. And a lot of them bitches be having big ass legs and shit like that. Bitches just be big from Jamaica. And it kind of be muscle and you know, like our original innate body fat and all of that, having big titties, big butt and all of that type of stuff. But them bitches be having muscular legs and shit like that. It's just not fat, but people just be big. They be swole in Jamaica sometimes. And ain't nothing wrong with that. There's no such thing as body shaming in their culture, all right? Everybody like everything, all right? So she was saying it from that standpoint, but Tokyo made the point that, I mean, that's just like when I say bitch. Even though I could be like, hey, bitch, that mean we cool. It's a term of endearment. But then I could be like, man, fuck you, bitch. And then you know that I'm saying bitch in a different way. So we can't really say what Spice is saying, you know, oh, I didn't mean it like that. No, you meant it like that. But it's all good and it's all cool now. I'm like, thank God. Thank God we done got over one of the beefs that have not resurfaced. Tommy, the fuck. So we get to the Texas trip, all right? And we want to know why Spice called Sierra a hypocrite when they got into the big fight when they were on the ranch, you know, and Spice threw the plate right at Tokyo. Ooh, it was too much going on. Bow! Right in the kisser, plate of food. Anyway, she says the reason why is because Sierra called her to dead the issue between her and Tokyo, and all she said was Tokyo was wrong for throwing her purse. She didn't say that Spice was also wrong for making comments about Tokyo's weight, but she told that to Estelita, and Estelita told that to Spice. So it made it seem like Sierra was playing both sides, but really she was just trying to get everybody to get along. I don't need to say, you know, that you was wrong to you when I'm trying to just make y'all dead the issue. You know what I'm saying? I understand why Sierra did that. But anyway, they asked Estelita what was her problem with Sierra? And she just says that, oh, it was just the energy. And then from last season when she got involved in a fight between me and Carly, I just kind of felt some type of way. And Sierra was like, yeah, you know, I was being shady, but I did not mean that. And nobody was thinking about that at the time. But since the taping, since the Texas trip, all of the ladies have seemed to make up and they get along now. They had a come to Jesus moment. And it's not beef anymore. But I still felt like Estelita was giving some energy like it's still going to be beef next season, bitch. It's still going to be beef. Whatever is going to give me camera time, it's going to be beef. Carly says that she was mad because of BK. She was already mad at him for the way he was treating Sierra, all right? And then when he got involved in the fight between Sierra and Estelita and subsequently Spice, They were asking, did he regret getting into it like that? And he was like, I did it so that I could defend my girl. Like, if I see two girls trying to run at her, I have to defend her. I can't just leave her out here destitute. That's my girl. And I understand that, because I felt the same way Tokyo felt, because we come from the same place, that if a bitch jump me and my man just stand right there and not do nothing, he gonna be on a t-shirt next week. It's gonna be a fucking problem. You better do something. You better not just stand on the wayside and let me get jumped. It don't work like that. Y'all, back when I was young, y'all. So me and my old lady at the time went to the gay club together, and we was in that bitch, and I seen a friend of one of my exes, and we was just talking, and I was asking her how my ex was doing or whatever. It wasn't like that, but we was just having a casual conversation in the fucking club, because we hadn't seen each other in a while. It's after Katrina, you know, you don't be seeing people no more like that. So when I saw we was just talking, and her girlfriend comes out of nowhere and jumps in my face, and I guess she thought I was trying to holler at her, and I was like, no, bitch, I'm just talking to her. But she just came crazy off rip, and she did me like this, and she was much taller than me, and I'm in my head like, this bitch did not just do that to me, now I have to fight her. So I threw my drink in her face and went after her, because I needed some type of distraction, because that bitch was bigger than me. I can't be out here, Lord. I feel like my hair a little crooked. It's working on my nerves. Okay. I can't be out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take that type of disrespect. So we got in the whole blend. The shit ran from, like, I told the bitch, I'm not trying, like, you know, we fought, and then I'm trying to walk out the club, and you had to walk downstairs and walk out of a door, and she was standing at the door. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm not trying to get with her. What is your fucking problem? I don't care, bitch. I don't care, bitch. I'm like, man, what the fuck ever? So I walk out the door, and she hit me from behind. She ain't hit me when I was facing her. She waited until I was behind. And I'm like, bitch, whatever. So we started fighting again. The police rolled up, and then everybody backed off of me, because as soon as we started fighting outside, buku punks came out of nowhere and started beating me down to the ground so that I couldn't really fight her no more. So she, not only was she bigger than me, but then she had buku punks fighting me too. They get off of me. I go walk to the parking lot. I was with my cousin and my girl, but at this point, none of us were together in the club. They were already outside. And when we get to the parking lot, my girlfriend sees what's going on, and she started fighting. I don't know what happened, but somebody stepped in her face, and she punched him so hard, blood went everywhere. And then they started jumping on her, and I blacked the fuck out. And all I remember is now I'm pulling somebody by their head off of my girlfriend, and then somebody grabbing me, and I'm like, get the fuck off me. And yeah, it was fucking melee. But I say all that to say, if I get jumped, bitch, we get jumped, okay? Okay, look. I still ain't talking to that cousin like that, because she ain't do shit. It was her and her homegirl, and they just stood by and did shit. I don't even fuck with them like that no more. I don't, because I never will forget the fact that y'all just stood to the side and watched me get jumped. Like, watch me and my old lady get jumped at some point. Like, I'm not here for that at all. I don't give a fuck who you are. Because I wouldn't let that go down like that. So anyway, y'all, I totally understand where BK was coming from with this situation, all right? So then we get to Keely and Bachi and Blue, and the only reason I'm talking about this part is because Keely said that she felt like Bachi was pissed off because he is intimidated by Blue and didn't want Blue to be mad at him, and that's exactly how it came off. It don't matter what you say, Bachi, because Bachi was like, I ain't scared of nobody. I'm a grown man. Nigga, please, you was scared. You was nervous, okay? She was exactly right about that shit, all right? But her and Blue gonna work out their issues. Then we talked to Mama D, and it wasn't really nothing. Mama D looked great. Her new body, she said it's a little achy, but she liked the way, you know, she looked. She liked the attention she get. All eyes on Mama D. And, you know, Mama D rearranged the house over at Scrappy and Bambi's house when they came home, and she was redoing the house, and she said she had already done that with E-Money, but she didn't get a chance to finish this time, and that's what she do. And everybody, you know, they went around the room asking everybody how they felt about it, and everybody was like, oh, as long as it's Mama D, it's all good. I'm like, yeah, y'all better say that shit. Anyway, that was really all that happened. It wasn't a lot. It was really lackluster. It's fucking anticlimactic, to say the least. But hey, I'm always going to review if there's something to review. But I'm excited because next week is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And I think they're going to definitely be bringing me some fucking drama to enjoy. I can't wait, bitch. Ha! All right? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, follow me on social media at BONDY.BRITTANY on everything. I love y'all. I fuck with y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah!